So here are a few things that I like and a few things that I don't like, but mostly few things that I like about Marathon, and this is all coming from the server slam. Now, before I actually get into that, I just want to let you know the game is good. The game is really good, and I am not here to compare two games. I am not here to compare Arc Raiders to Marathon. No, this video is basically we got two cakes, let's eat two cakes if you have the stomach for them. Both games are completely different. You can call me a shill, you can say whatever you want. It just feels better to me. This is the type of game that I like most. I don't like realistic games. I like sci-fi. So this game speaks to me much better than Arc Raiders. I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying for me, it's more fun. It looks better. It could change for you. It is up to you. But to me, it is better. Now, this could all be because of the honeymoon phase. You cannot just say that after I played Arc Raiders for 40 hours and I've only played Marathon for 10 hours. That's cool. So far, this is what I feel. It can change after I play 40 hours of Marathon. It could be completely different or it could be better. I can like it even more. These are my thoughts right now playing the game right now. I like the game a lot. I enjoy it a lot. It is very PvP center. And here's one thing that people have been complaining about. And it's the fact that supposedly there's not a lot going on in the maps. Well, if you want things to go on in the map, you have to kill the bots. That way, when other people hear your gunshots, they third party you. That way you kill them. You can't just rat around thinking that other people are just going to be walking around. No, if you want to fight, you have to start the fight. This game is completely PvP center. You can obviously try to be friendly, but nobody's paying attention to friendlies when the gunfights are as good as this.
Danger spotted.
The game feels incredible. I am liking almost everything that they put into this game. And one of those mechanics is the decay mechanic. I love it so much because it tells you so much of what happened before you got to a place. So let's say you go into a town, a small little place, and you see a bunch of dead bodies on the floor. The dead bodies can basically tell you if there's people around or not. Just by you looking at how decayed the bodies are, you can tell if there's people very near or if this happened a while back. Most of the time, you're just walking around or running around from place to place, and there's this feeling of loneliness, but at the same time, danger. Every time you go into a new place, you're listening to all of the robots or the sounds that are coming from the computers, and the moment you hear one of the robots click that they saw you, it's time to fight. The whole atmosphere just changes depending on the colors. The whole world is extremely bright, but the moment you go into a place that has computers or has any other LED lights or anything that looks extremely bright, there's also moments that are extremely dark, and that's what makes the game. There's some rooms that are so bright you can barely know what's going on in the room, and that is part of the game. You know that you can't see anything. You will have to go out of that room so you can, try to find the people that are shooting you or chase people that you've been shooting. Now, if you want to hide, you can go into these rooms because it is so bright in those rooms you can barely see who is around or what's going on in those rooms. The gunplay and the combat is just incredible. It's basically if you get Destiny 2 and you make it a little slower. You got the shells that have skills of their own. You got the medic, you got the destroyer. It all depends on what you want to play. So depending on the character that you pick, depending on the shell that you pick, you don't want to go 1v1 or you want to go right behind them or you want to sneak around. It all depends on the way you want to play and the way that your squad wants to play. It is very focused on team play. The game also has the heat mechanic, and I think this mechanic is pretty cool. It is a little complex at the beginning because you obviously don't understand what's going on. The heat mechanic basically consists of a stamina bar. Everything you do raises that heat mechanic. Once you get all the way up, you overheat. So you can't run, you can't slide. But depending on what's going on around you, so like let's say you step into a puddle, your heat goes down faster. Let's say it's raining, you can run a little longer because that rain is cooling you off, which is amazing. The other thing that affects your body and your abilities is the toxins and the environmental elements on the world. There's elements that take away your shield. There's elements that take away health. And it would be smart for you to have a perk or an item that can lower those elements. Now, let's say as a squad, you get downed and then you get destroyed, you get killed, you can't play anymore. Your other teammate just clutches the game. They can actually revive you. That you're down, that you're out of the game doesn't actually mean you're out of the run. They can revive you. It can take them a very long time, but they can revive you. They don't need a special item. They can simply just go to your dead body and just revive you. I feel like Marathon made a mistake introducing the players on the tutorial with the worst character. It's the worst character for beginners. Nobody wants to feel slow when they're starting a game. They should have started, instead of with Destroyer, they should have started with Lady Gaga. The beginners, the tutorial should have started with this character, just so that people could see how fast the movement is and how, even though it's a little complicated with the heat mode, how fun it could be to manage that heat gauge. Also, the game shouldn't start with 70 FOV. Why are we starting so low? What's the point? If you have the option there, make it all the way to 100 or 110. This is the reason why the game feels so slow for beginners. This is the reason why people are leaving the game, because the moment they log in and you get the tutorial, or whatever you can call this, I don't really think this is a tutorial, you get the slowest character. Even though you have abilities that make you faster, you have to manage the heat gauge, and you don't know what the heat gauge is. It's extremely confusing, and this is a thing that Bungie does. Bungie does not explain anything. Even on Destiny 2, it was the same exact thing. Everybody would be confused. Like, they're very vague when it comes to explaining anything. And they're doing the same thing in Marathon, and I don't think it's going to work for newcomers. One of the other things that I want to give some feedback on is the pinging. The pinging is good. It's okay. It's good. I can't say anything bad about it, but the voice lines that the characters say, they're too late after the pinging happens. So like, I press the pinging happens. 2 seconds probably after the pinging happens, the character speaks about what I just pinged, instead of going immediately the moment the character pings. I think it should be immediate, because it just feels like the feedback on the pinging is too late. On the looting and the UI, I feel like, because everything is extraterrestrial, we don't know what the images are, and that's okay. The more you play, the more you will understand. When it comes to the things that you pick up, the icons that tell you what they are should be bigger. So for beginners, instead of showing me the picture of the item, why don't you make the top side of it, the thing that tells me that's a consumable, bigger, so that I know that that's a consumable instead of an item that I can salvage. If Marathon wants to get more players, it needs to focus on teaching the newer players how to actually play, to show them how everything should work. Because the moment you go in after your tutorial, you don't know anything. You have to learn on the go. There's a lot of people that don't learn like that. And if they do learn, it's based on the time that they have on the game. There's a lot of people that don't have time to put on that game. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are just leaving the game, because the game doesn't really explain anything. You have to learn as you go. And that's okay for me, but you do need a tutorial for a lot of people. You have to explain what type of weapons you're giving the player. You have to explain what type of ammo those weapons use. Sadly, even them doing all of that, I don't think this type of game is gonna be good for solo players. I think this game is gonna be great for people that have a team, that have a friend that can play with them. But for solo players, I don't think it's gonna be good, because this game is very focused on the gameplay, on the shooting. Nobody is gonna be friendly. The PvP on this game is gonna be worse than Arc Raiders, because the time to kill is so fast. All you want to do is kill everything on sight, especially at the beginning when people don't really know how robots look and how runners look. They're gonna start shooting anything. If you're looking for the social aspect of Arc Raiders, I don't think Marathon is gonna have that. Even though I am judging this game based on a server slam, a server beta, I don't think that overall this game is gonna have good social interactions. I think the moment people see other people, other robots, you're gonna start shooting, because of how good the gameplay feels and because of how much ammo you actually end up having. The risk and reward of killing a robot is there when it comes to ammo, but not any other loot, unless you actually kill one of those robots that are high level. I have killed some, and those do have really good things. It's where I found my first purple and first golden. Even though I didn't pick it up, someone stole it from me. God damn it.